Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Starcraft 2 1 vs 1 replay casted by myself. My name is Axel, or Axel Toss. My YouTube channel is youtube.com/AxelTossSC. I say that because this may or may not be shown on that channel. You could be seeing this somewhere else, perhaps on the Remember Tomorrow Zero YouTube channel, perhaps on the Quantic Media channel. I'm not sure where I'm going to send this actual video, but I'm going to guess the majority of you are here on the Remember Tomorrow Zero channel. Of course, Destiny and his friend have so kindly allowed me to cast some games of him and put them on this channel to kind of add a different dimension. Usually you see the first-person view kind of thing from Destiny. There's some dragon videos, some miniguns, some cats, and this kind of video, you know, it's just third-person commentary, just to watch one of Destiny's games, rather than it being a first-person view from Destiny where he may or may not talk during it. There's going to be a lot of talking here, perhaps some analysis, perhaps some strategy discussions, but we're just going to watch a Destiny game and have fun with it and enjoy his playstyle, because a lot of people watch Destiny because he has a unique playstyle. He does a lot of quirky things that's a lot of fun to watch. Sometimes he coins certain phrases that relate to his play, like the Forfester hit squad. It's just like the retard magnet, stuff like that. But anyway, Destiny a great player. So enough rambling. Here we go. This is going to be a ZVZ on the map of Metalopolis, spawning in at the 12 o'clock location. We have the Blue Zerg player Destiny. As I hover my mouse over the hatchery, you can see there are Korean characters. I've been told that they in some way signify destiny, the actual word. So I'm going to believe whoever told me that, and I'm going to tell you that. So don't ask me for my source. But yeah, this is going to be Destiny. You're going to take my word for it. In the 12 o'clock location, the Blue Zerg player starting off with a relatively early spawning pool. His opponent at the 6 o'clock, it's going to be the Red Zerg player Zio. Now, it is important to note, since you obviously did see the Korean characters, this is a Korean ladder game. Destiny, Stephen Bonnell II recently went over to Korea for a few weeks, played a lot of ladder games, played some custom games, played some League of Legends. Just kidding, probably didn't play too much League of Legends, but the point is he played a lot of games in Korea, and this is one of those games. It's, you know what, it is a long game. You can see, it's not like I'm spoiling anything, because you see the little time stamp thing at the bottom. And unless it's just a 10-minute game and I fill in the last 25 minutes with a picture of a cat or something, then yeah, I guess you could have a point that I'm spoiling you. But no, it's a relatively long game, so take this moment to go get yourself a drink of water, or maybe use the bathroom before resuming the action, because we're going to be sitting here watching this game for a bit. Hopefully it's entertaining. I mean, it being long implies that it's going to be entertaining, but it's CVZ at Metalopolis, so we'll have to see what happens. Looks like Destiny getting that hatchery, I should say, after that spawning pool, getting gas as well, not too unusual at all. I mean, this map, you do have high ground, so you can block off with queens, try to prevent the ling run bys. But you have to be, you know, pretty proactive about making sure you know where your opponent is, how many lings he has, and how many he has on the way to your base, which is why Destiny has an Overlord just outside of his opponent's natural expansion, and Zio is doing the exact same thing. So really important, if you're relatively new to ZVZ, get that map vision early on in the game. No reason not to have it. The only anti-air for Zerg are what? Queen, Spore Crawlers, Mutas, you know, Hydras. I mean, there's probably one or two more that I'm forgetting, but you know, there's nothing to threaten the Overlords. Like in PvZ, you can't necessarily put Overlords anywhere you want, because your opponent's gonna have Stalkers relatively soon, which shoot up, and of course, if you're playing a Terran player as a Zerg, they have the Marine, which shoots up, and you can get in about 3 seconds of game time. So you have to be a little bit cautious about where you're sending your Overlords. But in the ZVZ matchup, you can send your Overlords in the early game wherever the hell you want, at least until Mutas are on the field, until the creeps start spreading out, and then the Queen can get close. You got to be careful with that, or Hydras or something like that. But as it stands right now, both these players have decent map vision. Let's see, the production chat shows a lot of Zerglings on the way for the Red Zerg player. I think he temporarily got supply block. Just built about 3 Overlords there, 2 just finishing, if I saw that correctly. But 12 Warlings on the way for Zio. Also making 2 Banelings. Will Destiny be prepared for this? Income tab shows 29 to 23. Destiny has been investing a lot of resources into drones, which means he won't have as much defense as he probably needs to defend against this impending attack. Zio sending 2 Banelings forward. Has some Zerglings here as well, heading towards the natural expansion of Destiny. Destiny immediately throwing down a Roach one to try to wall this off, while also thinking about taking up to roaches in the near future. Spinecrawler targeting down the Banelings, but that's a lot of Banelings just blowing themselves up into the Spinecrawler. That gets depleted quite quickly, but Destiny's still alive. That's the important thing here. He is down in supply, 49 to 40. He has to restart that Roach Warren. Zeo swarming in here with a bunch of Zerglings, making 3 drones behind this. Destiny pulling Banelings of his own, but not going to connect there. Zeo has better micro than that, going to be backing away. Now leading forward with 2 Banelings at this point in time, trying to find something to kill. A lot of Banelings getting, a lot of Zerglings getting over-eager, exploding into the mineral line is Zeo, and Destiny trying to block off the route to his main with those queens. There's going to be a pretty major engagement here. It's kind of hard to tell what exactly is going on, but Zeo trying to peck away at that queen. Destiny will have none of it, and Zeo coming forward once again with 2 more Banelings, but Destiny's going to clean those up. And now Zeo again swarming into the natural expansion with a bunch of Zerglings of his own. It looks like Destiny should be able to clear all of this up. Income tab shows 40 to 27. Zeo has been droning quite a bit behind this, so not all in by any means, just doing a little bit of early pressure to Destiny. I gotta say, it's pretty darn effective. He now has a supply lead 63 to 46 over the blue Zerg player. Meanwhile, again, back home, taking his natural gases, taking his second gas as well in his main base. Has his Roach Warren completed, 6 roaches on the way. Zeo taking this game, taking the early advantage, I should say. And Destiny has a lot of work to do to catch back up. Roach Warren is done, but his resources aren't going to be as good. 46 to 35 is the Harvester lead for Zeo. Destiny only has 1 gas, getting a layer pretty quickly without having a second, third, or fourth gas. That's quite interesting. I guess that implies some sort of upgrade, perhaps going to want to start the +2 right away, or perhaps get roach speed right away. But yeah, a little bit unusual not getting his gas as you said. There we go, just now plopping down that second gas. Got to look out for this third and fourth gas as well. Also an engagement going to happen on the other side of the map. Zerglings from Destiny trying to do as much damage as he can to try to get back into this game. Not able to do too much, however, as Zeo does have roaches here to defend. Zerglings not the best against roaches at all, for obvious reasons. But right now, Zeo going to try to extend his lead, taking his 3rd expansion, the mid-right side of the map. What else is going on here? It looks like he's not getting a layer. That's really interesting. Okay, is he's just pumping nothing but my button was stuck. He's pumping nothing but units at this point. Zeo gonna go for it once again. Oh my god, look at all those Banelings. Like 8, 16, 17 Banelings plus 3 is 20. I'm pretty good at math, I know, but Zeo definitely wants to do a lot of aggression here. Destiny has an idea that this is going on, trying to make 3 Spinecrawlers right away. Keep in mind his natural hatchery is pretty low in health, but Zeo just gonna storm right in here with a bunch of roaches, and look at all of these Banelings. They're just going to blow up into absolutely everything, but Destiny getting a nice shot off with 2 Banelings of his own. The hatchery goes down, and this is an awkward situation for Destiny indeed. Trying to run his drones away. These Banelings looking for anything to blow up into. They have chosen a Queen and a Spinecrawler, respectively. And now Zeo is going to be cleaned up, it looks like, but oh my god, the natural expansion is down. The good thing here, if there is a good thing, Destiny saved all of his drones. However, I don't want to speak too soon because Zeo is still not done with this aggression. Still 2 more roaches in that production tab. Lots of roaches and links pecking away at this 3rd from Destiny. That's going to have to be canceled. It is. And now, what is Destiny going to do? Has a lot of roaches on the field, needs the superior concave, 2 overlords being caught out of position here, but Zeo just going to swarm right in here with a bunch of links, trying to get us around on the roaches, trying to do damage with his own roaches. Transfuse, I think that was going down from that queen, but it looks like Destiny should be able to hold this off. Zeo, with not as many units, I guess, as he maybe should have. Let's look at the energy on the queens. Yeah, the energy is a little bit high for this point in the game. Ideally, you want to be injecting every time your queen energy gets to 25. That way, you know, you get as much larva, as many units as possible, and it's a good gauge to see where your opponent is at, or where someone is at. Just look at the queen energy. If they're really good at macro, really good at their injections, the queen energy is going to be very low almost all of the time. But the story here is Destiny gonna have to rebuild that natural expansion, gonna try to get back up that 3rd. Income tab shows 43 to 38. So you may be like, okay, he's dead, he lost his natural expansion. You know, to a certain extent, he should be. Whenever you lose a natural expansion in the game of Starcraft 2, it's definitely gonna put you way far behind. But if there is good news you can take out of this, sometimes it's good to look at the positive. But if there is good news, that's pretty cool. He lowering the creep so that evolution chamber doesn't die. And it doesn't die. Nice. Pretty cool move there. But the good news is he kept a lot of his drones alive. You saw a bunch of banelings come in from Zeo, and he chose to explode every single one of those banelings into the hatchery. Now, there were about 6 or 7 left behind. I don't know if you remember that, but they didn't go drone searching. If they had gone up here and killed all these drones that were hiding up here behind Destiny's natural expansion, Destiny would be dead right now. I mean, you could say he'd be dead now, but, you know, Destiny's definitely still in this game. But instead, they targeted the roaches, so always go for that econ to try to secure yourself a sizable lead in the game of StarCraft 2. But oh my god, look at all of these banelings and roaches on the ground for Zeo, turning every single one of his zerglings into a baneling. Destiny sees all of this going on, and he's like, oh god, how am I going to defend against this? If I could be a little bit critical, maybe spread out these spine crawlers so the banelings don't do as much splash damage as they will. But that being said, Zeo coming forward with all of these roaches and these banelings backing up. For some reason, Destiny doesn't have as many roaches as his opponent. Oh, waiting for baneling speed, and Destiny just gonna burrow. Not a whoa. I don't think that was cost efficient at all. Zeo, what happened there? He just manually exploded every single one of his banelings, and I don't think he killed as many roaches as he would have wanted to. But Destiny gonna be able to fend this off, maybe. A lot of roaches still alive for Zeo. Destiny has 8 roaches in production. He has that defender's advantage, which means his roaches will spawn extremely close to his actual base, so he'll be able to clean that up quite comfortably. And now Destiny has a supply lead, 91 to 79. So Zeo definitely botched that. I mean, exploding those banelings. He had like 20 banelings there. He manually exploded them to try to kill the roaches that were underground. And I think he only killed 3 or 4 roaches. Definitely not a cost-efficient trade at all for Zeo. I mean, personally, I would rather have, 30 more roaches. I don't think that adds up. Obviously, it doesn't. I don't know exactly how many banelings that Zeo had, but definitely miscontrolling in that engagement. And look at this. These slings might get caught off guard here from Zeo. Destiny returning back, but the roach is going to peck away at those. And Zeo going to lose some zerglings for free. Keep in mind, Zeo has this third, only 4 drones there, so not the best use of that third just yet from Zeo. Income tab shows 45 to 43, so Destiny has that income lead now, but he has lost the supply lead. Zeo producing lots of units here, lots of roaches, lings, and banelings. Still wants to do a lot of aggression, it looks like. And if Destiny wanted to, he can get this queen right here and attack this overlord right here and kill that, but Destiny not choosing to do that as of right now. That being said, Zeo coming forward with some zerglings, just doing some scouting. I don't think he expects to kill anything. Gonna do a ling run by into the main base of Destiny. Not a bad decision at all. Destiny just gonna burrow. Not a bad mechanic for the Zerg race. Pretty heads up move there by Destiny, burrowing those drones so that the Zerglings won't be able to kill them, trying to target down that gas, but it looks like every single one of these Zerglings will go down. Destiny also has an infestation pit on the ground, researching pathogen glands. It's about 70% of the way done. And pathogen glands can change the game of ZVZ, pretty much actually change any. Infestors can change any result of any game. They have energy. They can just expend the energy. Ooh, look at these 2 banelings. Essentially for free, because you get your energy back. You know, throw a fungal growth here, throw a fungal growth there, throw some infested Terrans here or there, and then just chill with your infestors and wait for the energy to come back. So a lot of Zerg players like doing that, and Destiny is one of those players who's pretty much known for doing that. Banelings going straight to the natural expansion. I don't think Destiny sees this. Ooh. I think they only killed like 1 drone, so Destiny pretty much lucked out there. Zeo not able to do as much damage as he wanted to, but speaking of doing damage, Zeo is definitely not done. A lot of roaches on the way to the other side of the map. Looks like on the unit production or the units tab, 40 roaches on the field for Zeo compared to the 34 of Destiny. And Destiny does have a spine crawler, does have infestors. If he can get off some key fungal growths, he can definitely have the advantage in this matchup. But Zeo coming forward into the natural expansion of Destiny, and Destiny gonna throw down some fungal growth. 1 fungal growth going down, and another one going down. So Zeo not the best engagement there. I don't think he knew his opponent had infestors, even though the banelings rolled right by them. A little bit of an interesting decision to try to engage there. But Destiny just going to back up into the safety of this of a concave. I guess there is a concave right here. If Destiny can get his units all spread out, and then the Red Zerg player goes up into here, then he gets a nice concave around that. But Zeo not able to get up at all because of those fungal growths from Destiny. So devastating onto that Roach army. So Zeo feeling very awkward indeed. Still not making any drones. I don't think he's made any drones in like the past 10 minutes. 43 harvesters. Destiny's at 48. Just now getting his third up and running. So Zeo, not making any drones, just making pretty much exclusively units at this point in the game. Some upgrades here and there, getting burrow, getting an infestation pit. We can see that on the production tab. Zeo coming forward into the natural expansion, but he might be trapping himself. And are those infested? Oh, okay, those were broodlings. He killed the evolution chamber, but the broodlings stopped him from continuing up the ramp. So a bunch of roaches gonna be trapped by Destiny. And he's probably shouting, "You can't leave," I would imagine, but Zeo going to be sniping down this hatchery at the third. That's not good at all for Destiny. So Zeo taking out that third, going after the economy of his opponent, losing some roaches here and there, going after the extractor. That's an interesting decision. So Zeo trying to do some economic damage, losing plenty of roaches. Units tab shows Destiny now has the roach lead, 42 to 38. That's going to keep fluctuating throughout the game. The story here, though, is Destiny has 7 infestors, I should say, to his name, whereas Zeo has 2 on the way. Did I do that? I don't think I did that. I think Destiny is just pinging the map or something. Is someone watching this game? No, no one's watching this game. I don't know. That was really weird. I am flabbergasted. There are aliens taking over my computer. Okay, well, I'm just gonna let that go. Zeo putting down his 5th and his 6th gas at his natural 3rd. Has he started the drone production? No, he's still only at 40 harvesters. I'm pretty sure he was at 43 earlier, unless I'm just completely misremembering. But Zeo's still pouring on the units, going over to the natural 3rd of his Zerg. Opponent does not want that to get up ever, which is not a bad strategy. Playing a game, getting your own 3rd, trying to deny your opponent's 3rd. That can be applied to many matchups, but Zeo coming forward, trying to deny that, doesn't know about these burrowed roaches, so this could be another trap. Destiny gonna unburrow, trying to target down the weakened roaches in the front. Infestors coming forward, don't want to overextend themselves, get some fungal growths off, but one infestor goes down. Nice fungals, though, by Destiny, and he's gonna melt away this entire roach force. Upgrades is 1-2 for Destiny and only 0-2 for Zeo, so Destiny gonna come out on top there. The story there, once again, though, he lost his 3rd. That is not good, especially when your opponent has a 3rd. So I would not be surprised to see Destiny immediately burrow 2 or 3 infestors and then try to do some damage to his opponent's economy, because Zeo is the one doing all the damage to the economy of his opponent. Income tab, 40 to 40. Control R, workers killed. 34 workers killed for Zeo, only 2 for Destiny. Perhaps that will change as this game goes along, though. 2 infested Terrans, I should say, being popped out of those infestors. Going to target down that Overlord. He's going to die extremely fast. As Martha Peck is asking for mono battles, I should probably put myself on busy. That's probably a good idea, because I am, in fact, busy casting a game of Starcraft 2. Destiny, it's putting that 3rd up once again. Continuing to... Actually, Zeo's the one making infestors now. He has 1, 2, 3 infestors on the field, it looks like, and this is the March of the Overlords. They want to get in on the action. I'm not sure what they're doing. Probably just going to get some map vision. As I said before, if your opponent doesn't have any anti-air, you can pretty much do whatever you want with Overlords in the matchup of ZVZ. Oh, infested Terrans. That's an anti-air. I forgot. Very interesting. But yeah, so Zeo not feeling threatened at all by Hydras or Mutants at this point. Just going to send his Overlords out. Speaking of infestors, though, 3 burrowed infestors proceeding across the map. We'll have to keep an eye on those. I am giving myself a mental reminder that those are there, so I don't forget them. But anyway, Destiny going to retreat back to his natural expansion. I think he thought about engaging there. He definitely would have. I feel like he does have the superior unit army right now, considering 3 of the infestors from Zeo are burrowed. And looks like they're going to throw a bunch of infested Terrans all over the natural 3rd of Destiny. Keep in mind, Destiny does have 46 harvesters. And, oh god, this is awkward for Destiny. This is very awkward indeed. Gonna lose this 3rd again. I don't think there's any doubt about that. In the yellow. Oh, transfuse going down from Destiny. He can keep transfusing, keep transfusing, keep transfusing. No, it goes down. So Destiny loses his 3rd again. Oh, it's painful, but the infested Terrans are going to be taken out by these roaches. The drone's going to unburrow and they're going to wonder where their good old hatchery went. So they're going to have to long distance mine from the natural expansion for a little bit here. And this is about to be mined out. So Destiny I'm a little worried for him right now. But anyway, Zio moving around his side of the map with his roaches and infestors. Destiny hasn't really tried to do any sort of harassment just yet. Where are your brood infestors? Destiny, that's like usually something he's pretty much known for, his harassment. I feel very comfortable saying that. His harassment with his infestors. Don't overkill it though. Don't send every single one of your infestors. Okay, no, he's not. He's just, I don't know what he's doing there. The infestors. Maybe it's warmer underground. Maybe if you're cold, you can just burrow and you get warmer. I don't know what those infestors were doing, but they're back out of the ground. Looks like they want to do some action. You're probably going to throw some infested Terrans underneath this Overlord. And honestly, there's a lot of Overlords randomly scattered across the map. So if Destiny can find these and just throw infested Terran beach balls underneath all of them, again, these are essentially free. This is energy. Energy comes back. So really no reason not to. And Zio could lose a lot of Overlords. That would be extremely awkward considering he's at 198 out of 198, which means he's going to be supply blocked if all of these Overlords go down. And that could be exactly what Destiny needs. So Zio going to be starting to try to remake some Overlords. Changelings being dropped by Zio. And they're going to proceed across the map to try to do some scouting. And note, they do have the wings, but they're not as fast. That's an interesting note to make. Ooh, here we go, Destiny. 3 brood infestors going along the right side of the map of Metalopolis. We'll have to see where they go. There is an Overseer here, so they're spotted. Zio definitely knows that that's going on. Will he react, though? It looks like he's trying to get him trapped. And then he will. Yes, Overseer coming forward, and now Zio is going to take out those infestors. Very awkward for Destiny. Not fun at all to lose 3 full energy infestors. So Destiny going to lose those. Keep in mind, though, Zio pretty dramatically supply blocked here. He has been supply blocked for a while. Not that it matters too much. I mean, he's at 195 supply, so I guess you can be like, oh, he can't even build units anyway, so it doesn't even matter. But honestly, you have to build Overlords. Overlords cost money, and when you're throwing away money on Overlords when you've been maxed for a while, that's kind of silly. But anyway, Zio coming up, gonna snipe this gold. Ooh, I don't even know if Destiny canceled that. I didn't see the little mineral indicator that said he did. But it looks like we might have a pretty major engagement here. Keep in mind, upgrades 1-2 to 1-2. So pretty much even Destiny might unburrow these infestors and go and fungal Zio's infestors. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. And that's exactly what he's going to do. So Zio going to try to burrow the infestors of his own to try to dodge the fungals from Destiny. But Destiny doing a lot of damage. There's so many infestors exploding from Zio. But Zio immediately making 7 infestors behind that. So that won't matter too much. I mean, I guess the energy does have to be remade. Accrued. I think that's a proper term. But anyway, hold that thought. Zio going up to the natural third of Destiny once again. Infestor's leading the charge from Destiny. He's going to try to fungal growth every single roach and infestor. Gets all the ones in the front. So many infested Terrans being thrown down from the Red Zerg player Zio. And this is the craziest battle I've ever seen. So many roaches, so many infested Terrans, so many fungal growth, so many infestors trying to do as much damage as they can. And Destiny just gonna feeling confident, right-clicking forward and then attacking, trying to get as close to his opponent as possible to maximize the DPS of his army. And that was a swarm invasion if I've ever seen one. Destiny demolishing the forces of his opponent. And now he's up 147 to 97 supply. Very crazy indeed. Income tab shows Zio still not making any harvesters, only at 39. And Destiny still hasn't killed any. So Zio hasn't made any harvesters in 20 minutes. Oh man, okay, you can verify it. Maybe he thinks he has 70 harvesters. Maybe that's the thing. But his economy is definitely not good. It hasn't been good the entire game. He's probably wondering, why did I lose this game? This is why you watch your replays. Look at your income tab. See how many harvesters you had. And be like, oh, I know why I lost this game. Because I didn't make any workers. That's not to say Zio lost this game. He's definitely behind at this point, though. 164 to 113 is the supply lead advantage for Destiny. And Destiny does have more workers. Five on that worker lead. I feel like, yeah, Destiny definitely has a superior unit composition. You're mixing in some Hydras. So now is the time where Zio has to start getting scared. He has to start moving these Overlords away because Hydras are on the field. These Overlords will die incredibly fast. Destiny doesn't want that to happen. So he's probably going to go towards these Overlords as fast as possible. Destiny putting down his gold base, long distance mining the gold. Not too bad of a decision. Although this isn't fully saturated, so he could probably send like 10 or 12 drones over here to fully saturate it, and then long distance mine the gold with the rest of them. I would agree more with that if that happened. But Destiny getting an additional hatchery at this gold, getting 2 additional spine colors, adding in 3 infestors. Zio looks like he wants to force another engagement. Again, I'm not entirely sure he wants to do that, considering Destiny does have a pretty substantial supply lead. And army shows that Destiny is ahead in that regard too. At least minerals spent and gas spent. But back to the production tab. Hydra's trying to take out these overlords, burrowed infestors here as well, and a bunch of overlords going down for Zeo, but he's at 153 out of 184, so he has to win. He has to lose about 3 or 4 more to actually get supply blocked. So he's probably not terribly worried about that, but should start thinking about moving his overlords away in the near future of this game. In fact, doing the opposite, moving an overlord toward the gold of his opponent, and Destiny should see that in a second and kill that. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But 3 burrowed infestors going to the south from Destiny. Going to the main base of Zeo, going to try to snipe down that layer, I would imagine. And that is exactly what he's gonna... No, not target firing anything. Targeting down not particularly anything. Getting the Roach Horn, trying to get the Baneliness as well. And the layer, they may all 3 go down. And it's gonna be close. Yep, the layer goes down, Roach Horn goes down. Baneling Nest will stay alive, but... Banelings at this point in the game when your opponent has roaches, hydras, and infestors, not so good at all, so I don't think Zeo would be too concerned about, which is why Destiny targets down the roach horn and the lair rather than the baneling nest. 3 infestors stay alive, hiding behind the Mengsk statue. So they're going to be safe behind that for a little bit, I would imagine. 3 more infestors coming forward from Destiny, still trying to keep up that harassment. Building a hive back home, should start thinking about getting an additional hatchery, I would say. Is only mining from 2 bases right now, his gold base and his natural third. Income tab shows still really low econ game. 40 harvesters for Destiny, 37 for Zeo. Some infestors throwing down a couple infested Terrans here. Zeo going to snipe those down. And these infestors will probably die. Goodbye, infestor. So they didn't do much damage at all. There's still 1 infestor alive. He has 3 kills to his name. So he's probably going to try to do some damage a little bit later. But yeah, low econ game. I guess both players wanting to use most of their supply on army. So, you know, the bad thing about low econ is that you're not going to have a lot of money. You're not going to have a lot of gas, as you would if you had a lot more econ. The good news is your army's going to be a lot bigger, but that means, you know, your reinforcement potential might not be as good, because you're not going to have enough money, and you're going to lose your army, you won't be able to replenish it. Whereas if you have high econ and then, you know, 20 supply less on army, you can replenish your army a lot faster. But that being said, Zeo still going after this natural third of Destiny. This might be the 4th time it dies, trying to target it down at the 29 HP. Stays alive. All right, it stays alive. We can take a breath. It's gonna be okay. Spire. Ooh, I saw the R. I thought it was an N. Spire is in production for Destiny. That's about 70% of the way done. Probably going to be getting Broodlords from that. I would be very surprised if he's gonna go Muta. I would expect Broodlord Corruptor, but hold that thought. Zeo trying to engage the natural gold, or I guess the Destiny's gold. I don't know if it'd be called natural gold. Maybe. But Zeo trying to engage here. Has a lot of infestors, a lot of roaches. Let's get rid of those health bars really quick. A nice fungal growth going down from Zeo. Major engagement going to happen here. Fungal growth going down only from Zeo at this point in the game. Destiny just now throwing fungal growths of his own. Infested Terrans, I can't tell who's who on the Infested Terrans. So much green goop going all over the map here. It's like an episode of Get Slimed on Nickelodeon or something. It's kind of crazy, but Zeo going to come out on top there in a big way. I think it came down to those fungal growths. He had a really nice concave as well. Destiny reinforcing with 17 hydras and 20 roaches. Zeo is at 2-2. This Spire will die. No corruptors have been made. Hatchery will die as well. So Destiny going to back up. He doesn't have a mining base except for this gold. These drones should be sent up there immediately. But Destiny reinforcing with a lot of roaches and a lot of hydras, trying to engage with a little bit of his army, should hold them all back and then attack at the same time rather than attacking with a little bit at a time. But Destiny gonna reassemble his forces and go for another engagement. Zeo unburrowing his infestors and fungal growthing once again the roaches of Destiny. Hydras, though, have a lot of DPS, and oh my god, Destiny pulling all of his drones here to try to keep Zeo away. Infested Terran's going to do so much damage until being killed by the army from Destiny. And it looks like Destiny will end up holding the drones. Tanking some of that DPS was enough for Destiny to come out on top there. Hydras also not getting fungal was very key. Are these... Wow, Destiny still has a lot of infestors here. That's pretty important. Destiny still also has Does have that supply lead, 116 to 98. There are some infestors here in the bottom right side of the map. 11 kills and 10 kills. Gonna spam a bunch of infested Terrans here, and this third will go down. It's only important for the gases, which is relatively important in the match, for Zerg in any matchup, to be honest. Zerg needs those gases for those powerful units like infestors and broodlords. But hold that thought. Zeo coming forward with some roaches here. Does not want to lose any roaches for free, but that's gonna happen. Nice fungal growth going down from Destiny. Queen does not want to die. 40-41. She's like, let me get by, let me get out of here, please. But yeah, so that queen will survive to live another day. I would almost get transfused from another queen, this queen, and transfuse that queen. But yeah, queens are a great unit. You can transfuse, which means to heal other units on the map if you're relatively new to StarCraft 2. And if you are new to StarCraft 2, you're awesome. It's an awesome game. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying it. If you want to see more, there's a bunch of StarCraft 2 videos on YouTube. And you can also watch some live events. Go to teamliquid.net and go to the streams. If you have never watched a stream, if you only watch StarCraft 2 on YouTube, you are missing out, my friend. You are missing out. Definitely go to teamliquid.net. Check out the streams. There's always somebody streaming. Anytime you look, there's always going to be someone streaming. GSL, check that out. MLG, IPL, NASL, IEM, IESF. All the team leagues going on. Check them all out. Check them all out. But let's get back into the game here. Zeo. I almost said Xenio. This is not Xenio. This is Zeo. Xenio, of course, is a liquid player. Korean. Infested Terrans being plopped out for Zeo. Gonna try to target down some drones here. Destiny not reacting. Oh, there we go. Just now burrowing. If Zeo was Terran, he would scan to try to see those burrowed drones. But thank goodness Zergs can't scan, because that would be borderline imbalanced. That being said, Destiny gonna do some infested Terran harassment of his own, plopping down some infested Terrans at the natural. Oh my God, do I still call it a natural? This was the main base at one point of the Red Zerg player. I know if you're just now, if this was like the 3-minute mark of the game, it would look like the Red Zerg started here if you only looked at the minimap. But in fact, this was the main base of Zeo. So here we go. Destiny definitely has a lead in this game of 165 to 134. We've been going for 44 minutes. That's a lot of time. 44 minutes of StarCraft 2 time, not real life time. So I guess if you're having trouble in math and you miss a problem that relates to time, just say you were using StarCraft 2 time, and hopefully they will forgive you. But if you do do that, don't tell them that I told you to do that, because I don't want any angry teachers calling me or anything. That'd be kind of awkward. But hold that thought. Destiny throwing some infested Terrans down into the not the main, the natural 5th of Zeo. Zeo doesn't have a hatchery at his main. He doesn't have a hatchery at his natural. He doesn't have a hatchery at his natural 3rd or his natural 4th, but he does have one at his 5th and his 6th. His layer is actually at his 5th, but that's a little bit awkward. That's just a testament to the powerful harassment of Destiny, managing to get all those hatcheries down. But like, the same can be said. I mean, Zeo has killed this hatchery up in the top left at least 4 times. Pretty crazy amount. But Destiny right now just chilling. I think that's the best way to describe it. There's something's dying somewhere. Okay, just a bunch of changelings being plopped down by Zeo, trying to get in the unit composition of Destiny to see what he has going on. Destiny. Oh my God, Zeo at 22 harvesters. He hasn't made a harvester since the 10-minute mark. You don't make harvesters in Korea. You just all in all the time. Just kidding. Yeah. Not a lot of harvesters being made in this game by either player, to be honest. Zeo! Oh my God, he's making 3 drones! He's making 3 drones! Zeo is making 3 drones. I'm so surprised. It's actually pretty funny. He's making 3 drones. It's awesome. 3 drones at the 46-minute mark. So that was 35 minutes of no drone production from the Red Zerg player. But then he's like, you know what? I don't have a lot of drones. I should have more drones. So he built some more drones. So good job, Zeo, making those drones. But is it too little too late? That is the question. Destiny up 182 to 164 in the supply tab. And the supply, the thingy, I don't know what to call that. Tab sounds good. Roaches, Hydras, Infestors in his unit composition. Some Zerglings were in there, but they were imposters. They were changelings from Zeo. Destiny able to dispel those quite easily. That Infested Terran looks like it was dealt with by Destiny. Infested Terrans from Destiny still very much alive. 1 kill. 0 kills. Nope, very much dead. Those are 3 new Infestors. I think the other 3 died. Poor guys. But yeah, Destiny just chilling right now. I feel like he definitely has the advantage in this game. Up 182 to 1. Actually, you know, not really. 182 to 176. That's not a huge advantage for the Blue Zerg player. The story here is some overloads getting popped off, and look at this, infested Terrans being thrown out by Zeo, taking down this hatchery from Destiny. So look at this. If Zeo can just keep going after the economy of his opponent, ooh, nice, bro, Jones, and just keep preventing those hatcheries from going down, then I guess theoretically, since he has 2 bases, this is probably more minerals than this gold base. Yeah, definitely. So if Zeo can just prevent Destiny from mining, then that'll be very good for him. That being said, though, Destiny has a little bit bigger of a bank than Zeo, so that's very important to consider. And as of right now, when are these players gonna engage each other? What is Destiny waiting for? Okay, it looks like Destiny's waiting for Broodlords. That's my best guess here. He's still chilling with a bunch of his units at the gold base. This map is essentially split in half. Both these players, you know, not doing too much, trying to harass here and there. Quite effective, I should say. And infestors keep dying from Destiny. They keep trying to go do stuff, but I feel like they keep dying, thanks to these roaches and this overseer. Of course, overseer detects units underground, so bird infestors won't do much if you have an overseer nearby, presuming you have enough units to actually kill the infestors. You know, there have been many that have passed only having an overseer and a zergling to try to deal with infestors. It's no fun at all. It will not work. I'm sorry. But you know, Zeo now max 200 out of 200. Destiny 190 out of 200. He's definitely saving supply for Broodlords, I would say. But he doesn't have a lot of money. He doesn't have a lot of gas. Trying to remake this hatchery again needs to be really proactive about preventing Zeo from getting to that side of the map with Brood Infestors. That's why he has an Overseer parked right here. This is one of the pathways to get to your opponent's side of the map. That being said, though, 3 Infestors trying to take down this hive, and that's going to work. Ooh! 4 Fester hit squad from Zeo, not from Destiny today. Oh, Destiny doesn't even have drop. That's awkward. I don't think he does. Yeah, Destiny does not even have drop. So Zeo dropping some infestors, throwing down the infested Terrans. Very, very cool to see. Taking down a spawning pool too. So Hive gone, spawning pool gone. Thankfully for Destiny, he still has his Greater Spire, his Roach Warren, and his Hydra Den. If those get taken out, that's not good news at all. Infested Terrans being dropped at the natural third as well. So Zeo being the harasser this game. You know, can I say that comfortably? 54 to 18. Yes, Zeo has killed 54 Harvesters to the 18 of Destiny, but Destiny has 4 Broodlords on the field. Where is the anti-air for Zeo? Looks like he only has those Infestors. Those are going to be very important. He also has this Queen, transfuses, and I guess trying to target fire Broodlords, but that's not going to be that effective because Broodlords has crazy long range. 9.5. Zeo sees these Broodlords coming forward, laying siege onto the gold. And this is awkward time begins for Zeo. He has to figure out, okay, how can I engage this as cost efficiently as possible. Zeo just now putting down a Spire, putting down a Spore Caller as well. Make that 2 Spore Callers. He's going to make his last stand a little bit back here, it looks like. But Destiny definitely has that tech advantage with those Broodlords up in the air. Those are going to do so much damage if left unchecked by Zeo. And honestly, they outrange Spore Crawlers, so not sure what the point of these Spore Crawlers are anyway. Destiny sending forward 4 Changelings to see what his opponent has. He feels confident, so he's going to keep going forward with the Broodlords, and those are going to lead the charge. And they're going to start pecking away at these Spore Crawlers. Zeo in a very awkward situation. Destiny can get down Fungal Growth if he tries to engage. Zeo going to try to engage right now. Fungal Growth going down from Destiny. Zeo trying to be a hero with some Infestors trying to neural parasite the Broodlords, but Destiny snipes down the Infestors that held on to that fishing hook that was taking control of those Broodlords, so they are now in control of Destiny, and Destiny is just rolling over the face of Zeo, and he will win the game. There is the GG from the Red Zerg player Zeo. Destiny is a hero once again. Takes the victory in a very back and forth game. It looked like Destiny was definitely dead early on in that game. He lost his natural expansion. That was really awkward. He kept most of his drones alive, so that was pretty good. And then he rebuilt his natural expansion, took his third, lost his third like 4 or 5 times, so that was awkward too. But all said and done, Destiny got the Broodlords out. His opponent didn't know about the Broodlords at all. Though, I guess when he killed that Hive, he could have been like, Hive. Is he going for, I guess, 3-3? I think you need 3-3. I think you need a Hive for 3-3 on the Evolution Chamber, perhaps. Unless I'm completely stupid. Which is a possibility. But yeah, he's like, okay, I see a Hive. Probably going to be Broodlords or Ultras. Probably not Ultras, because Ultras are pretty bad. So probably going to be Broodlords, but Zeo not prepared at all. to deal with that. So Destiny taking the game. Congratulations to him. And thank you guys for watching. If you stuck with me through this entire game, congratulations, you're awesome. That's 52 minutes and 52 seconds of StarCraft 2 time awesomeness. I think that's like 35 minutes of real life time. I don't know. But yeah, thanks for joining me. Again, my name is Axel, or AxelToss. You can check my YouTube out, youtube.com/AxelTossSC. Subscribe to me if you want. Of course, like, if you don't like it, first of all, if you don't like my casting, why are you still here? Why did you stick through 35 minutes of me talking if you don't like it? But if you did like it, go check out my YouTube. Go subscribe if you want. I'll put some content up there here and there. What else? Oh, I have a Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at AxelToss. I think I'm 2 away from 500. Yes. But again, if you don't want to, don't follow me on Twitter if you don't want to. It's just stupid. There was something else. It was really important. It had to do with Twitter. Destiny. Follow Destiny's stuff. He's a really cool guy. He's a cool player. Follow his Twitter at Stephen Bonnell. Subscribe to his YouTube. Remember, tomorrow's 0. Quantic Gaming is pretty cool. Check out their website, quanticgaming.com. Of course, Destiny is a part of Quantic Gaming. I'm a caster for Quantic Gaming. Is that it? I think that's it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's it. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time. Oh, yeah. Feedback is good. Feedback is good. Type in the comments. You're really good. You're really bad. But this is why you're bad. Don't just put you're really bad and then not say anything. It doesn't make any sense. Just say you're really bad because you didn't look at the minimap the entire game, and you missed a drop. You missed a drop of where the 2 roaches killed the Zergling. You gotta put a little bit of explanation. Explanations are good. I'm just rambling on, aren't I? Let's just have a talk. No, I'm gonna end this video now. So once again, thanks for watching. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.